But yeah, I am feeling jittery today because that freaking douche Americano. That's what Tyler just said right when I sat down was douche because I gave you your douche, and that the Starbucks Americano it has crack in it, so it makes me go like ding, and it kind of like I like zone in a little bit because of the crack, but the douche Americano, it like I'm like all day, and I only drink like this much of it. Like it's over there. Look how much of that I drank. Barely. That's throughout. That's since like noon. That's all I've had, and I'm like, so I don't know what they put in that. They put something in it because when I make it at home,
that's what you said.
It is. You're right. It is correct. You are correct. But when I make it at home, I'm like, nah, this is regular coffee. Almost the Keurig coffee almost does more sometimes. But you go get it somewhere else, and they're like, put that crack in for you. Yeah. It's like, thank you. I needed that little crack mixed in with my Adderall.
Special beans or something.
The crack beans?
Yeah.
Crack beans.
Also, Components doesn't do that. Components is like, it's just like...
Because Jack doesn't put the crack in there.
Jack is... Yeah.
He knows how to put it in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, he knows if I do it, I'll make Jacob run across the walls.
Yeah.
I'll bounce on him.
Hey, yo.
I know he's mentioned it before, but it does still feel weird that we're just like saying where Jack works. We're just gonna hope that nobody is really weird to Jack and finds like where he works, because he's a sweet boy. And speaking about clapping, we were talking about
you clapped me as well.
Sure did. So, anyways,
you clapped your wife.
Sure did. When you clap your wife. I just noticed Baby Yoda on your pants, and it scared me. I thought it was a gremlin. I was like, "The fuck is that?" What? I was like, my first thought was like, "What are you wearing?"
Yeah.
Not like what are you wearing, but like, what did Craig get that has like a strange creature on it? Like that's insane. Then I was like, "It's Baby Yoda," and now I'm scared.
For a while.
Yeah.
I know, but for some reason my brain looked at it and went, ah! I thought it was going to be that weird thing that Pinky had sent to you so many times, that strange, mangled creature.
Oh.
Do you remember that? That was like years ago, I think.
I think it's the little creature he has on his desk.
Oh, yeah. No, he does kind of look like him.
Yeah.
In that microcosm of a thought.
Yeah.
It was like, you got clothing with that on it.
The one brain cell?
The single brain cell.
That would be a gift I would have received.
Yeah.
From Pinky.
Guys, Tyler's on the podcast.
Hello.
For all of you who are audio listeners and who are like, who's this strange fourth voice that I don't know? Which we don't do enough here whenever we have a guest.
I am a ghost.
You are a ghost, though. You have ghost energy.
I am the dead Victorian child.
Of Arcane Arcade, Tyler is definitely our dead Victorian child. If any of us is going to be a dead Victorian child, a single talkie I think would just send you. Like you just die. Yeah. Like remember when we did that? We were talking about what would kill a Victorian child. Yeah, a single talkie. No, we were talking last week during like a stream, like a break at stream, and we were like, we just had Lacey on and we did 2-hour Baldur's Gate discussion, and then you mentioned like, I haven't been on in a while. I lost something once, and I was like, we haven't had guests on in a minute.
It's been a moment since.
Yeah. And I was like, we should have more guests on. It was fun, and so I remembered that I did want to talk to you about Starfield. Yeah. And so that's what we're gonna do today. So I guess it's the fucking Starfield episode. But even then, I haven't played any of it. Yeah. You have not played any of it.
No.
Craig, have you played any of it?
No.
None. Tyler, how many hours do you have in it?
56.
Okay, so good. This is going to be a really fun discussion.
I'm the one doing the explaining.
Right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 35. That's 1/7 of what Lacey has in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
1/7 over the course of like what, a week since it came out?
Since I was doing the title today. I asked her, and she put too many hours in it. Again, between the time we recorded it and I'm uploading it, for me to go, well, I wanted to put your actual time, but you put too much. So now I don't want to be dishonest when you say it in the video. And then
Does she have 400 already?
No, but she has like 370 something. So she put 20 some odd hours between the week that it's gone up.
That episode though really made me want to play it again, and we both restarted a Dark Urge playthrough.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Dark Urge is crazy.
I've been describing these like Tyler's, and then we kind of floated the idea to Colton next week about doing like the friends come on and just share their newfound interest with their friends.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's the hyper. We passed 100 episodes, and now we're just hyper focus episodes. It's just like whatever we're
the hyper focus of the week.
Yeah, exactly. That's
How are you getting your enrichment and your enclosure?
Come
to ours.
all of our enclosures.
Knocking on the glass.
Yeah.
Arcane. It's no longer the Arcade Lounge podcast. It's the Arcane Enclosure podcast. So okay, I wanted to talk to you about Starfield because I've seen a lot about it, and I've not played it, so don't take this as like Jacob's review of the game. I have no right talking about this game. I just think it's fun.
All of your opinions to the game are from like TikTok.
Yeah, none. All TikTok, all second, third hand.
Yeah.
Like I have nothing, but I want to talk about it and I want to yell about it because it's fun and that's what I like to do. So but it was because when we were about to stream, you were like, you like stopped and you're like, I have so many things I want to say about it, and I was like,
I have thoughts.
Yes, and then you were,
I have thoughts.
You were like, what did you say? There was one thing you said where it was like, it feels. You said something and I was like, it was during Fallout and I was like, I'm so excited we need to talk about this game. But now that you're like 50 hours in or whatever, how do you feel about the game? Just like, I don't know, like kick it off. See where we are here. Because what I keep seeing about the game is that everybody looks really funny. I keep seeing clips of people when they're like walking by and they do this, they're like,
okay. So
their like eyes are all the way open. What's happening?
It's interesting is what I'll say. So I'll just preface, I am a very big, what I call like Bethesda type game.
Yeah.
Enjoyer.
Enjoyer, indeed, yeah.
The Bethesda like style game is kind of the type of game that I like the most.
Yeah.
Fallout, Skyrim. I throw Cyberpunk into that same because of a similar kind of realm.
They feel similar.
Exactly. I feel like despite it being Bethesda, I feel like Cyberpunk is more Bethesda than this game is.
That's interesting.
It's interesting. It's not that it isn't Bethesda, but it just feels different.
Yeah.
It feels different. I think part of it also is because the game like world space is so broken up more than other ones. It's a little disjointed feeling, I would say.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying the game enough that I'm putting time into it, but it's definitely not something I would recommend for everybody to play. It's not something that I would. If you enjoy Bethesda games, you will probably enjoy it. It's almost just at this point become the game I kind of play to kind of fill time a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like to me when I keep seeing stuff about it and people are talking about like how empty it is or like how long it takes to get places and things. And it's like I kind of felt that way when I was playing the end game of Tears of the Kingdom and not even end game. Like I'd already beat the story and was just running around and doing things. Yeah. And it was like, okay, I'd put on a podcast and like play the game. Yeah. And it's like, it feels like something that you could do to like that.
Yeah. I put on YouTube videos and scan planets. That's when I'm scanning.
That's great
stuff.
Scanning. That and look, you're relaxing and playing the game and having fun with it. Then it's great and that's awesome. Yes. But you did say like before we started, you were like, I'm not even going to compare this to Baldur's Gate 3.
No. I'm not going to compare this to Baldur's Gate 3 because in every single way, shape, form imaginable, Baldur's Gate is going to win hands down every time just because of the way that it's crafted, the way that everything interacts, the amount of choice, everything like that.
Yeah.
Graphics even, I'd say. Baldur's Gate kind of wins hands down. But they're also two very different types of games.
They're very different.
They're
To
both
compare them would be
role-playing
difficult.
games, but they're very different types of role-playing games.
Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. You said that, and I was like, I think I know the answer to this, but
Yes.
I definitely want to know and stuff. So, when I didn't see much about it, but like the first thing I saw about it was like that trailer, like you sent to me, and it was the one with like the adoring fan in it from Oblivion, and I was like, that's cute.
Yeah.
But then the one thing that so the first thing I was like, oh, cool, combat, and then I saw combat, I was like, this just looks like Fallout, like literally looks like Fallout 4. And then I saw like the mining that you do in the game, and I was like, oh, god damn it, it's No Man's Sky. Not that I hate No Man's Sky. I just tried to play No Man's Sky, and it's just not my kind of game. It's just not a game I really enjoy. And when I saw that you shoot a laser at a rock to get materials, I was like, I don't care about this game anymore. God damn it. But is the mining, like that kind of mining, is that like effective to like Skyrim mining, where you can just go in a cave and get some materials if you want to, but you don't have to do it? Or is it like vital to the game?
Really, the only purpose for getting materials is for like modding equipment.
Okay,
that's the main thing.
So it's like 76.
It's more like 76 kind of type. It's not where it's more involved in the Skyrim one, but it's not like No Man's Sky where that's the entire purpose of it. I would say it's a variant of 76.
Cool. Did you see that Elena Pierce like tried to fly from one planet to another?
Yes, it took her like 7 hours.
Well,
I think
I saw a clip
like
of it on TikTok, and I didn't watch the entire thing. I don't really know what happened.
Yes.
So can you do that or no?
I think within a solar system, yes.
Okay, got it. Because
the landing onto the planet is a loading screen.
Right. You can't like physically like go into it.
No, you can't. But I think you can technically fly between the planets. It just takes forever.
That was what it was getting me, because like some people, there were so many people who were like, wow, that sucks that you can't land wherever you want on the planet and explore it. And like they said that you could, and I was like, I feel like they didn't. And also like, are they expecting like them to like simulate an entire universe? Like what the fuck?
Actually, I would say it's actually closer to you can land almost anywhere compared to like saying absolutely not. It's just that the way that they go about it is one thing I've been saying a lot is that they were very clearly obviously fighting
Their engine.
I think it's both their engine, but I also think it's probably Xbox too that they were fighting at, because the worlds are massive, but what they've also done is from what I can understand of how it works, is they kind of break it up into like tiles.
Yeah.
So you reach like a certain edge of like the zone, which is pretty relatively big. I've never actually hit it, but I don't walk in a straight line for like 10 minutes. That's kind of what I've heard is like you walk in a straight line for 10 minutes and then you'll hit it.
Oh, okay.
But you really don't need to walk in a straight line for 10 minutes in this game.
Sure.
But if you want to go to the next zone, you would move your ship to the next kind of thing, and then you have the next kind of zone open. So, but when you're on like the screen to pick your landing spot, there isn't like this is a landing spot, this is a landing spot. This is, you put like a marker on the planet map, and then you just land there.
Right. That makes sense. So you were also saying that like the weapon system like isn't as customizable as like Fallout. That's what I remember you saying. You were like, it's weirdly not as much, because I think Marshall and I were there and we were talking. We were like, well, I mean, if it's like Fallout, then at least you can like customize weapons. And you were like, it feels less than Fallout. And I was like,
I think to me it feels less than Fallout, even now. And I've like maxed out the crafting, so the weapon crafting. So it's like I have it all available to me, and it's only so much.
Oh, you spec'd into crafting?
Yes, I did.
How surprising.
Well, I feel like it's an important part of the game. One thing I'll say, like in
just Starfield though, just Starfield,
yeah, and Fallout, and Skyrim,
and 76.
I just said Fallout, so it's all Fallout.
All of them?
Yeah. Actually, I did not spec into crafting in New Vegas, but crafting is very much like different in Vegas.
It is. It
is a fairly limited like range of things that you can I feel like, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while since I played Fallout 4. You've played it more recently than I have.
I got every achievement in that game.
Yeah.
Everyone. Nobody can get on me about that fucking Skyrim one like you and Colton did, which, oh God, I got every achievement in Skyrim. Just that last one I didn't get.
Yeah, every achievement.
Because I had to spend, it would have been like 30 more hours of game. And I was like, I'm so done. I can't fucking do it. So I guess I did get 99%.
Yeah.
99.9% of achievements in Skyrim. But I did get them all in Fallout 4 because I didn't want to get blasted again.
Let's say you are modding a gun of some sort in Fallout 4. How many, like, for like one of the like sections, so the stock or for the barrel, whatever, about how many options would you like imagine would be on a specific gun?
It does depend on the gun.
It depends on the gun, yes.
But I mean, most of them have like 5 at least. Like, it's weird. It's normally like the shotguns that only have like 2. But then like most of the rifles, most of the pistols, and most of the SMGs are going to have like 4 to 5.
Yeah.
It's sometimes way more. Like more often it's like there's 8. And it's like, which one do I pick? And then as you progress through the game, you can get even more. So it's like it's tons.
Not like that in Starfield.
There's like 2 for every.
It's like 3 or 4 probably is what I would say. No, well, between like 3 and 4 is kind of it. And at least if you compare like ballistic weapons, because there is a couple different types of weapons. It's like, I know ballistic and like energy are kind of the 2 main ones.
Yeah.
I haven't really played much with the energy weapons yet. Actually, I don't think I've even like picked up an energy weapon. Maybe one. I think they're rare.
Oh, okay.
But with the ballistic ones, I feel like all the mods are the same no matter what type of it is.
Okay.
If it's a submachine gun or if it's a pistol or a rifle, it's like the same type of mods, not like different per type of gun.
Do you think that's maybe like a thing where they didn't want like much of a focus on combat in comparison to Fallout? Because there's so much combat you do in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen of Starfield, it's like, it seems like you're either on a planet and there's not really people who are trying to kill you, or you're on like a city and there's not people who are trying to kill you.
So, combat is definitely a thing in Starfield because there's a lot of like abandoned bases and abandoned locations that have like pirates and stuff that are there. That
trolls.
No cave trolls.
Bosner, you have to rip their hearts out.
There are alien creatures that will try and kill you, but
yeah.
I would definitely say that there was that the focus of the game is definitely shifted away a little bit from combat specifically. Honestly, I would say it's shifted a little bit more away from like role play questing even.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just all right.
It's kind of just. I think the focus on quote unquote exploring, kind of going from place to place, but not even being there for too long, just kind of like filling out the map a little bit.
Environmental storytelling skeletons.
I don't think I've seen one.
Wow, yeah, 2 out of 10. God damn it!
Not skeletons.
They even have them in Skyrim.
I've seen environmental storytelling corpses, but they're not skeletons.
Well, exactly.
Yet.
Exactly.
Yet.
Yeah. Spencer,
I have not found any like in a toilet.
I've
seen one in a trash can though.
What have you seen anything about Starfield, Spencer? Nothing. Like just a
You described a clip you saw to me.
It's the only thing you've seen?
Yes.
Damn. Well, I would say you're not like, you haven't played a lot of Bethesda games.
No, I've played Fallout 4
and like
I've played
a little bit of 76
and a little bit of New Vegas.
A little bit of New Vegas.
I played.
Spencer always goes lead pipe.
You had me play
lead pipe build.
You had me play Skyrim in VR, and I nearly threw up and never touched it again.
I don't know why I made you do that. How the fuck did I make you do that?
I don't know.
It was like, hey, I already know you don't really like Skyrim. Do you want to hate it even more?
That's pretty much what you did.
Craig, you've played some Scrim.
That's probably the only one I could say consistently played.
Did any of you play Oblivion?
No.
Bit of a Oblivion. That was the first one I played. Actually, was Oblivion. I was at my.
You introduced me to Bethesda actually.
With
New Vegas.
I was introduced to it by 2 old friends of mine. I was over at their house when I was like maybe 11 years old, and they were like, this is the greatest game to ever been created. And I was like, oh, and I played Oblivion. And I vividly remember the character I made. I just made Link. And I was like, that's what I want to play. And I was like, this game's amazing. And it was like the coolest thing ever. And we've played Oblivion recently. And the most memorable thing I did with Oblivion in recent memory was Colton and I one time, like it was on Game Pass, like when we lived together, like I think in 2020 or 2019. And we were like, haha, and we loaded it up and played it. We made like the ugliest character ever. I was so fun. It was so fucking funny. We need to do that again. We've talked about it so many times that like we need to record us playing Oblivion because that was so fucking funny because you look so terrible in that game. Oh, it's goofy as hell. But I played a fuck ton of Skyrim and Fallout. Yeah. But have you haven't really played Fallout that much, but you've been doing your homework. I just want to say you've been learning stuff because when I bring up some lore, you're like, oh, that and that, and I'm like, Craig.
Yeah. There's my YouTuber that I went to sleep to probably 6 months.
Who is it?
No, I was gonna say
his name's Elkhorn or whatever.
Yes,
it's
yes.
Oxhorn.
Thank you.
His videos are great.
Elkhorn's
But I was calling that guy Oxhorn.
Oh, fuck.
I've also watched a ton of Oxhorn's videos. Yeah. Very, very good Fallout lore videos. That are pretty neat.
I think I've only seen him do the first one, and then I want to say New Vegas. But that's it.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Cool stuff. I think a lot of it, just Bethesda in general. Wherever I was at in my life, whenever the games came out, I always had a friend or my dad who had the games, but of the two that they were out, that was the least favorite of the two. So I was always exposed to the other. So
that makes sense.
For Oblivion, I played a lot of Fable, and so that was like my RPG for that era.
That's
and
cool.
then when New Vegas came out, there was Dark Souls, so I played a lot of Dark Souls. Didn't even touch New Vegas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I was in the RPG realm, but I was skirting these other things entirely.
For sure, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, but if you talk to my wife, I mean, Lacey's played Skyrim like no one's fucking business.
Yeah.
And any of the other ones, I was like BioWare kind of stuff, so like things like Mass Effect, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But like, I mean, who the fuck hasn't played Skyrim?
Yeah, everyone.
That was what was weird. It was her. It was just like, dude, you have to play this game. And
unfortunately, I don't understand why. I mean, if only we put you in VR. If only
I was like, can I sit down? He was like, no, you should do it standing up. And I was like, oh,
dude, I don't know why I gotta
sit down.
Climb Mount Hrothgar.
7,000 steps, Spencer. Get up, bro. Come on.
Do it for real.
Climb the steps.
You need to put her into that like harness and make her actually physically take steps.
Have you seen that there's a streamer, this lady who does that, where she has a haptic vest where she can feel the this is the girl that goes when she does the voice commands for all of the things. She goes Fusro da whenever she does Fusro da. She has fans that are programmed to blow when wind is blowing. She has a haptic vest so she can feel when she drinks a potion and takes damage. She installed that mod that makes all of the NPCs connect to ChatGPT so that you can physically talk to them and then they will respond to you.
Oh my
which
God.
is insane. Yeah. And I was like, that is fucking crazy that you could play Skyrim like that, which is crazy. But to be honest, Skyrim VR is not very fun. And that's just because I ruined myself with Blade and Sorcery, which is really fun because the combat system is like you actually have to like hit and like move and aim everything. And Skyrim, it's just you're doing this.
Of course.
Like so long as you do this, it's pushing the attack button, and it's like it's cool to explore, but that's like about it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So which is weird that I was like, here, the worst way to play Skyrim.
Yeah.
I will say that I don't know if I would say Skyrim's necessarily a you game anyway.
No, you can't be pretty.
What you need to do is play with Tyler's
looking.
superior version of 200 mods. Skyrim.
I was going to say that there's probably a version of it 200? That does exist.
You have more than 200 mods?
The last time I played Skyrim, which was only a couple months ago, I broke 1,000.
1,000 mods?
It was like a 1,200 or something like that.
What? It's not even the same game anymore. The ship of Theseus. How much of it is
Everyone's turgid. Everyone's bricked up.
Yeah. You die, boner.
Yeah, boners. I don't know why.
Yeah, that was a review I saw about Starfield. Where somebody was just like, "Yeah, this is a Bethesda game, which means that this will be really fun in a few months when all the mods come out."
Well, they've already started.
Oh God.
Well, good.
The script extender has already, like, the first version's already out.
Which,
like 3 days after the game came to the early access, it was already out. Like, what?
Nothing against
They know
mods.
what's up.
I love
They know
mods.
what's up.
I think mods are great. I love mods. I think they're super fun. Having a modding community is amazing. I think it's fun.
It's the whole reason Skyrim has done so well.
That's exactly
To be
it.
completely honest.
Yes, 100%.
That game's dog shit.
Yes. Really, if there were no mods for that video game, we
play that
forgot
fucking-
about it 2 years later.
No one play that fucking game again if they had to do Helgen that many times.
Yeah.
Never.
Thank you.
The first thing you do is
Exactly.
skip the first crucial cutscene of the game.
I remember my most
Fuck
fun
it.
experiences with some of the Bethesda games is with mods and being like, oh, that mod was really fun. The fact that I could do this was really cool. Oh man, I remember I love Fallout New Vegas to death. I do not really categorize it under a Bethesda game because it was entirely almost created from the ground up by Obsidian.
Yeah.
And so it was written and the entire game was structured around that. The only thing that's Bethesda is the system and the assets. Like that's really what I feel like is it. I know that they had influence. I know that they helped design a few things here and there, but I feel like that was them trying to, because it was their system and whatnot.
Yes.
But really, I just don't rope it in with the rest because it feels different to me.
Yes.
But I did mod the fuck out of that game when I first played it, and I played it through and then I mod it, which is what I normally do. And I just remember this mod, and it was because I was into Doctor Who at the time. It was a Doctor Who mod for the game, and it was the most terrible fan fiction dog shit thing ever.
Yeah.
But it's also the most 15-year-old thing you could do.
Yeah.
And like I was 15, and I just remember like all the mod was that you had the TARDIS, and you could go in it, and you had to learn how to pilot it, and it would just take you to random locations. So it was basically an I'm feeling lucky button for New Vegas, where you just end up in random locations. That's all it was. And I have a vivid memory of never going into the Ultralux. I never did it when I first played it. And then walking out of the TARDIS, being in the Ultralux, being like, where am I? And doing the whole Beyond the Beef quest, and being like, what? This game is crazy. And then, yeah. Like,
There you go.
I just remember that. It was just because of that fucking mod that I did that, it was goofy and it was a lot of fun. And then, I played the game again later and I was like, oh, this game isn't Doctor Who. It's really
It's not the Doctor Who
now
game.
I have a new understanding. So there's like two versions of New Vegas in my head. The one I played when I was 15 and the one I played recently, which I
makes
almost got all
sense.
the achievements for and then moved on after that. I don't know what I was playing. I was trying to get all the achievements and then I gave up. I don't know what I was doing. I just got wrapped up in the story. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Honest Hearts is great. This is fun. Anyways, there was something I was going to ask between you two, but you did play some Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Did you beat Fallout 4?
So no, I think I got pretty far in Fallout 4, but I was playing it on somebody else's Xbox, and then they took their Xbox back, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
That's the end of that story.
that's the end of that.
You did play it for a while though.
Yeah.
Is there something because I do agree with Craig. I feel like Bethesda's games just aren't really your thing.
Yeah,
But
no.
what was about Fallout 4 that you liked?
I liked that I could build stuff.
I feel like that translates to Starfield pretty good though, because there's a whole system for your ship.
You can make a ship.
One of the few things I've seen
That is the one
that
thing that I'm like, that
I
looks
saw
fun.
a ship that looked like a duck, and I was like, good enough for me. That's all
I saw
want.
that you could make a ship that doesn't have a center, and then you'll never get hit because all of the ships aim for the middle. So if you don't have a middle, you're just invincible.
That's kind of hilarious.
That's
Donut
funny.
ship.
What were you gonna say about that? Is it not fun?
No, it is, but there is I have an issue with it that is dumb.
What is it?
Okay, so shipbuilding.
Yeah.
There are modules of the ship that in the game they call them habitats, which is what they use in like the space station, whatever. More or less, it's like the living areas, like the areas you can actually walk around on the inside of the ship.
Okay.
So you can like connect them together and build this whole ship.
Can you connect walkable spaces together?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Yes,
all.
you can.
I was about to be like,
No,
this sounds like it sucks. Okay.
No,
That's cool.
You can. And it'll put, if it's on like the same level, they'll put doors in between, or if you're going up a level, they put a ladder in between, and your character does actually like climb the ladder.
Oh, that's cool.
They actually
That's impressive.
they have an animation for that.
That's super impressive.
The problem is that the game decides where they're going to put the ladders and doors for you.
No.
And so, and the game is stupid. I've had to remake my ships a million times because it decides it's a maze now.
It's a maze.
There's no way to navigate
I have
this.
no idea.
My spaceship is all ladders.
I've literally gone in. I'm like, I've gone in. Like I want to see like what they've decided to do, and then I've like gotten lost in my own ship. Like where? Okay, where am I?
Your
Hold
character's
on.
dead, just like on the ground. Can't find the door out.
I've had to do things.
Help! I'm stuck.
I've had to ensure that there's space in between habitats, so then they don't connect if I don't want
A door?
a door there.
No, you would just put one?
They would
Be
just
like, you wanted that to connect.
They would put them there and then decide not to put like a ladder in another spot instead.
There's just a guy who's just like, it's done, boss.
Like,
I put that hole in that wall that you wanted. You're like, no!
Well, like literally, like, say there you have like the cockpit here,
Yeah.
a habitat here,
Yeah.
a middle section like where I want my ladders to go central here, and then like another habitat here, and there's like 2 stories of that kind of 2 spread.
Yeah.
Cockpit, first habitat, and the the ladder would connect. There would be a wall. They would make you go down, go forward, go back up.
I will say that is at least it's funny, but that's a Bethesda fuck up.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's definitely not game intended.
No, it's not a game intent.
That's Skyrim coming out, and
Yeah.
some crucial NPC dies, comes back, and he's now naked because I looted his body. And you're like, oh, this is just janky
Like
because it's a
the
massive
courier
game.
just showing up in his fucking
That's what happened.
loincloth.
That's what happened. My first thing, my first game was I killed the courier. He wasn't supposed to be able to die, and then he came back in a different scene, naked, T-posing on top of his horse, clipping out of the ground. And I was like, I don't think that's supposed to happen. But honestly, I don't know what the fuck Elder Scrolls is.
Yeah, that's the thing I've seen a lot of people
Give
say.
it a couple
it's just
weeks.
be like,
It's first week out.
like a way to almost like I kind of agree, but I do need to play the game. But I do kind of agree with the people who kind of take issue with people kind of defending the game, being like, well, it's a Bethesda game, and it's like,
Okay.
but it's still a video game.
Unfortunately, all video games are this way though now.
What I would say is, I actually have a very different opinion when it comes to that. It's a Bethesda game, but it doesn't have the Bethesda bugs necessarily.
Okay.
It's not a buggy release.
That's
I
good.
just feel like it's the design is a little jank.
Okay,
More than a little jank, I'll say.
that makes sense.
I'll also say, talking about jank design, the local map, garbage, absolutely cannot use. Unusable. Just
same in
flat
Fallout.
out. No, it's worse than Fallout.
What the fuck? Why can't they make a local map? They can't do it.
And if you're on a planet, like on the planet, that's the local map.
Oh my god.
So I'm on a planet. I can't navigate where anything is. I'm in the city. I don't know where anything is.
Day 16, finally escaped my ship. Still lost.
I'm now on a planet. I don't know where the fuck I am.
A fucking 1920s mall can tell me where I'm at. Space can't.
Okay. So, can't show this on stream, or at least not this.
Yeah.
But tell me, how do you navigate this map?
Sorry, this is a bump map. What the fuck? This looks like it's not cleared out. That looks like I haven't gone to the top of the tower and like gotten my map.
No,
done.
Assassin's
It doesn't
Creed,
get any
you looked
clearer
up
than
at the
that.
eagle.
Assassin's
It gets
Creed, Far
no
Cry.
clearer than that.
That's just dots. That's just some
It's
dots.
just dots.
It's just dots.
With a
This
little
is the
bit of
texture
bump
and
map
pressure
with it.
point thing on top of a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
This is someone's mattress
It's
presets.
awful.
Wow.
Tell me, how do I navigate to that?
No.
You just thank you, Bethesda.
You
My
don't.
favorite way to play video games is to see an icon in the distance and walk in a straight line.
Yeah.
towards
That's
it.
pretty much what you have to do.
That's why everybody fucking never climbed the mountains correctly in Skyrim, because they were like, go this way. And it's like, okay, so that way there's a mountain in the way. So go over the mountain.
Yeah.
What the fuck, game?
That's pretty much what I feel like. They decide, fuck it, you can. We're not even going to tell you where to go. Just, you want to climb the mountain, go over the mountain. We don't care
figure
anymore.
it out.
We don't care anymore.
It's true freedom.
The-
to explore.
I will say, there is no.
Lock myself in my ship for 80 hours.
On the mountains,
I'm walled in.
there is no invisible walls on the mountains.
Well-
because you can just go.
Because it's endless.
Yeah.
It's endlessly filled with walkable space.
If you're lost the entire time, when you find something, it's going to feel really good.
That's my thing. It's like, I don't necessarily care about there being tons of walkable space if there's just going to be the same RNG fucking location.
It kind of is, yeah.
That's stupid. They were all like, there are millions of planets to explore. And I'm like, this is the opposite of what I want from a video game. I want you to curate all the locations I can go to. I don't want you to... I love randomly generated ruins where I fight one of 10 different types of monsters once I get there. Oh, fuck! That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If that's going to be the video game, it needs to be multiplayer, and I need to be getting loot. Like otherwise, I don't give a fuck. That's why Fallout 76 was kind of fun to play multiplayer.
I'm a little surprised that this doesn't have multiplayer because of that.
It's so weird.
It feels a little weird because
I assume the game couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Wait, they'll fucking mod it at some point.
Yeah, but if the game's like you being in the Skyrim world, like modding Skyrim as hard as it is. Could you imagine modding this game and then having someone else be on an opposite planet? Like the game's just like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're goddamn breaking molecules.
Sure, they did build the different planet is technically a different like world space map. They made a whole MMO using the same engine that has different world spaces.
And yet. Motherfucker's still capped at 30 FPS on the Xbox. What the fuck? Which, like, whatever. I'm not somebody who's going to really whine about that too much. Like, I don't give a fuck. But
the lighting's kind of pretty. I think that's the reason why. The lighting's pretty. The particles are decent.
Ooh. Particles.
That's about.
You know what? Put a 30 FPS. I want the particles.
Yes.
I don't know if I can tell you the difference of either of those things.
You know what game looks like shit and runs awesome is Tears of the Kingdom. That game did not need to look good.
I thought we were talking about Minecraft.
Minecraft does also look like shit.
The game's wonderful.
You can put the goddamn, what is that called? What is that lighting called?
The ray tracing?
You can put ray tracing in Minecraft.
I did see a Minecraft mod recently that had like realistic water effects, and it blew my fucking mind. I was like, that is the realest water I've ever seen in any game. And it was from Minecraft.
I did the real water, and I did ray tracing when I found the Lord of the Rings server where you can explore things. It was wonderful, and it ran at 15 FPS. Yeah, I was like, wow, my machine cannot handle this. It was funny. It was funny.
So,
all right. Well,
it's I would not say even if you're going in for like a Fallout experience, this is not the same game.
I just am not a big fan of initially, I should be fair. Like, I am also just turned off from this game just initially just because it's in space. And
it's
like
not, that's not.
Which is just not really my thing. It's just like
It can be my thing, but
for sure. And I don't knack anybody who likes that. Yeah. Like, obviously, I think, but space to me is just much cooler when there's a lot more sci-fi and maybe some magic going on. Like that's just and it's a little scary.
It's gotta be scary.
There's just people in this game. There's just folks.
Spoiler: there is some magic.
There's magic in this game?
That's actually the main quest.
There's magic?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people review it and go, game is great, but whatever you saw, that ain't the game. None of the other shit it's going to want to talk about isn't going to be about what you think it's going to be about.
You fight Alduin?
I have not seen dragons.
Alduin's in space?
Could be.
They should put Alduin in every game. They should, as a meme.
Maybe it's on
every Bethesda game I've heard about has magic in it, though. So
you go to one of the 1,000 planets, it's just goddamn Skyrim. You just go in, it's just it loads, and then it just the fade in on the thing. Oh my god!
Again.
This has all just been one long con to re-release Skyrim.
Yeah. It's like the Pip-Boy games.
Yeah.
Like you play Pip-Boy in Fallout 4. You go to a computer in Starfield, and it's like, hey, you're finally. You're like, this is why this game's like 200 gigs? What the fuck?
Could you imagine the technology being so advanced that you're like playing Elder Scrolls 10 and then there's a computer game that's the entirety of Skyrim? You're like, this game was like shit because there's a massive game within one part of this game.
Yeah.
So I wanted to read one thing, and then we can go into some questions. So as you guys know, as you know as well, one of my favorite YouTubers to ever exist is Naked Jakey. I respect him very deeply, and I have to say this deeply. And I have to say this every time I bring it up because I think it's a funny coincidence. We're both named Jacob Matthew.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
weird. Yeah. But anyways, I love his videos and stuff. He made a tweet about Starfield. I wanted to read it to you and see what your opinion was on it. It's a long tweet because he made a picture of it. And he just said, I just needed to rant about Starfield for a sec because I'm losing my mind. 25 hours in, and exploration in Starfield is utterly dreadful. You land on a planet. It generates a bunch of locations. Most of them are 400 meters away, if not more. And you walk, in all caps. There is no ship to fly. There is no rover to drive. There's not even a space horse to mount to keep traversal engaging. You mindlessly sprint and boost jump through a soulless field of nothing and reach a copy and pasted destination that is very rarely feels worth the effort. This is such a drastic step back from the amazing sense of exploration and wonder that Skyrim and Fallout 4 inspired that it truly baffles me. I want to like this game so bad. I was like, whoa! I wanted to see what your opinion, like what somebody's played in the game for a little while.
Not wrong.
Damn.
Honestly,
Damn.
not wrong.
I'm not touching this fucking game.
Well, I mean, again, as I said, Bethesda type games are my favorite type of game, and I don't know if I can. I would not recommend it necessarily. I'm playing it because I've wanted to play it, and I am enjoying my time, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it like I'm going in and this is going to be a great role-playing experience.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
My mind is being open to the possibility. No, this isn't. Again, this isn't because it came out a month after Baldur's Gate. People that's always going to be the thing. It is not that game.
Damn.
So if that was what you're going in to try and find, that is not what you're going to find.
All right.
I give it. In terms of if I want to give a rating, I would probably give it out of 10.
Yeah. Because
we need the scale. I would say because of my personal enjoyment, I give it a 7.
Yeah.
Probably people would probably put it more at 6 or 7.
That's what I've heard a lot of. Just everyone's like, it's a 7.
I would say it's a 7. That's what it feels like.
It is a game, and it is
it's
good.
a game.
Stay tuned.
Is it great?
It can be enjoyable if you're playing it. Just don't expect it to be revolutionary. Don't expect it to be anything super special. It's kind of wild.
Stay tuned for a month when Craig plays it, and he's like, it's my favorite Bethesda game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
It's actually one of my favorite games of all time.
I might. I can't, though. In a month, I have Cyberpunk to play.
Yes, that is
the
a
new
thing.
Cyberpunk update's coming out.
The new
Phantom Liberty
Cyberpunk
comes out
update and
12
DLC
days or
is
something like
coming in.
You're replaying it. Jackie died, and she was like, I'm done.
Okay, honestly, though, valid, though. Valid.
I went to his funeral and then I left.
There's so much. Dude,
I couldn't handle his girlfriend being sad. I was like, I'm sad too, girl. I got to get out of here.
Spencer.
Yeah, it's valid, though. Valid.
Spencer, the game does this wonderful thing where it takes away Jackie, which sucks.
Yeah.
But it gives you fucking Johnny. And
I had him. He couldn't feel the Johnny. He couldn't feel the Johnny.
Like a Jackie Boyd.
Yeah, the Jackie-sized hole in my heart cannot be filled.
I know he will.
I also don't know if I would say the game gives you Johnny Silverhand.
Yeah.
The game puts Johnny Silverhand on a cinder on a cinder block and throws you in the river.
Yeah.
I didn't want him. I didn't have a choice in getting him.
I just know
he's hot.
You can't just force upon you.
I was playing through the game maybe a year ago when I was playing it, and she was like, as she would watch me play some bits, and she was just like, Johnny Silverhand's kind of hot, and I'm like,
is.
You should
Spencer,
see.
If you would play
He's
the
a
fucking
nasty,
game,
dirty man.
Yes.
Yeah, you should see the new version of him.
Let's
because
shift
there's an alternate
this.
outfit you can have him on.
Another one?
It's good. It's a good.
I don't like his first one. He's got his hair looks weird. I like his hair long and scrubbly.
And nasty.
Let's shift this podcast away from Starfield and into Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
It's now the Starfield Cyberpunk podcast.
Exactly.
So good.
The new update looks amazing.
It looks great.
I'm excited.
It looks great.
Eventually, I'm not gonna put the coffin in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna be passively playing that.
Yeah,
to the
of course.
End of time. But I'm very excited. To play Cyberpunk again.
I think Cyberpunk is a game where I would say it when it first came out, it was also probably like a 7 or so.
Yeah.
And now it's definitely like
If not
it's
worse.
like up to like a 9. I would say.
Yeah, honestly, if not worse. I absolutely love that game, and
Yeah.
it's everything I want it to be.
But
that game didn't function. Like they sold it to people and the game wouldn't boot. Like that's not even a game.
I would
It's
say
a 0.
On console, it's a 0. On PC, I would say it's like a 7 or 8 because at least for me,
No,
it
for
ran.
sure. Yeah,
did run.
I just want to give
So,
the context for people
but-
who played it. For sure, it's a 7.
Yeah.
But that even to have that hurdle
Yeah.
be in
Yeah.
the game.
The biggest
Did you
bug-
play it at all?
I remember because I just don't bugs
Yeah.
just don't really faze me all too much, and
Well,
just like I,
Hey, it's a Bethesda.
yeah, really, it's
well, see,
Bethesda
Project Red
conditioned
game?
me probably, yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's the Bethesda.
but just in general, like bugs I tend to know how to either deal with them or ignore them or just
Yeah.
like get away, like move away, and so I tend to
Yeah.
my experiences tend to be not very buggy, even in
Yeah.
extremely buggy games. But I remember playing Cyberpunk, being like, I'm just not really getting that many bugs, and then I remember recording a bit where like I accidentally fired my gun in public and then I whipped my camera around, all the NPCs vanished. I was like,
that wasn't a bug. That was just
I know.
something. The way it was designed.
and
it
I was like,
weird.
what? I reloaded the save and I did it again. I was like, they
That's what
just
they do.
deapparate.
That's what they do. That's what they did. They've actually changed it since.
That's
then.
cool. That's cool.
So-
No,
Yeah.
the game's had a huge overhaul for
It's-
sure. The game
I
runs
feel like
way better than it
I
did.
feel like they've overhauled every single system in the game.
Yes.
The only thing that they like haven't changed is necessarily is like the story.
I've always
The
said
story
it.
was
Story's my favorite part.
Witcher 3
was fairly stable, structured. I don't know.
It's good.
They fixed bugs within it to make sure
Yeah,
it works.
I've always said
properly,
it. Witcher
but-
3 was great. It's a masterpiece with Blood and Wine and what's the other one?
Hearts of Stone.
Heart of Stone.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
better
this
one.
way with this game. I mean, the same fucking company, right?
Yeah.
Base Cyberpunk's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Phantom Liberty and the next DLC, the game's gonna be fucking phenomenally
If
perfect.
they do another DLC with this.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I feel like I've heard that this might be the only DLC that they might come out with this one.
Yeah.
But I think that they might already be looking at making a new Cyberpunk.
That won't surprise me
entry.
because of how streamlined the story is. There's no real
Yeah, I think
space.
that's the thing. Is just
The only reason Phantom Liberty works is
they can
because
do it.
San Domingo or wherever the area is literally nothing.
Yes.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
So they should have a void of space where this
Yeah.
belongs.
So I think they might be planning on making a new entry into it.
You know where they're going next, story-wise?
But I think
Space.
Yep.
Moon.
I want to go to the moon.
They will.
Yeah.
The moon's
Scary.
first.
I want it to be scary.
I don't know. I think the scariest thing is what the fuck's that guy's?
And hopefully
Adam
they
Smasher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's scary.
He looks
just
like
kind
a
of
cut of fuckable meat.
fuck. I fucking love that line.
Me too.
My jaw dropped.
Yeah.
That's like 15 minutes in the game.
It is.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
And you can rewind it.
Yeah.
I was
He
like,
just keeps saying it. Yeah.
have. Yeah.
God damn.
I really I think the story is so good. The main story is amazing. I played it like 2 or 3 times, and it is just so fucking good. I really love just that was what I was going to say. It was like
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is kind of a Bethesda game, and I was like, Cyberpunk is a good main story.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Well, that's the thing. Yes. Yeah.
that's the biggest difference to
Yeah.
me. Is that yeah.
That's really the main story is like the draw to it. I think that's the big difference between a Bethesda game and Cyberpunk. And I mean that's saying a lot just by itself.
It's cool. It's cool. Let's jump into some questions.
Questions.
So
Over
you guys know where the
on
questions are at.
Twitter fucking Arcane
is what I
Arcade
put.
_lounge or something.
Okay.
No, Arcane _arcade.
That's the
Hi Shadow
Hashtag.
Heart.
that's the
Arcane
NPCs
Lounge.
in Starfield.
There we go.
Yeah.
We've done this 100 times. Yeah.
We call her Shart on stream.
I definitely feel like that the character interactions in Fallout 4 were more smooth than the ones in Starfield. I don't know why it feels like a lot of things took a step back.
That's so weird.
It's weird.
That's so weird.
Oh, and also like, I'll just say ammo. Ammo is also a thing. You need ammo for your guns. For all that, it makes sense that ammo is hard to come by because it's post-apocalyptic. Starfield technically isn't kind of is, kind of isn't, but
Sure.
But the world actually
There's
they
developed cities.
developed cities.
Yeah. There's like no ammo.
You can buy ammo, but only so much, and it's expensive. But that's the only way to get ammo is either you randomly find it on by looting it,
Oh,
or you buy it.
yeah.
Fallout 76, you could craft the ammo.
That's ridiculous.
You can craft ammo in 76,
That's silly.
and that's like a big part of the game now is crafting ammo in
It's like
76.
they listen to the criticism people. The one criticism of Fallout 4, which is that there was too much ammo. So they're like, okay, do that for Starfield. It's like no. Harrier Rising, which is also Albert, who's a friend of the stream, friend of Jack's, friend of mine. He asked, I've been caught up in Baldur's Gate 3, but been wanting to play other games that came out recently, mainly Starfield and Armored Core. Mind helping me choose? Perhaps tip the scales? If
Core.
If Colton was here right now, he'd be screaming
Armored
about
Core
Armored
6
Core.
is so fucking good.
It looks amazing. I want to play it, but I'm still in Baldur's Gate. I might.
Armored Core's a whole game. Like
It looks
like a
cool.
whole mouthful of shit. Like there's a lot of stuff to do in that game. So
It's
it
the
might be
most
better.
non-from software game I've ever seen.
No, it's not.
Just
wait.
It looks.
Just wait.
I've seen gameplay of it. It looks nuts.
The same stats and the same bullshit that they do is going to be it's the same thing.
Or-
except you're this big versus this big. It's the same thing. Fucking Gwen is just this big versus this big.
And,
Everything's scaled
I'm
up.
sorry.
Everything's
Also,
scaled up.
Craig, you're going like this when you're.
You don't even fucking talk about Elden Ring magic systems. People doing backflips and wolf kicks, and it's the same shit. Elden Ring's natural progression is Armored Core 6.
Or you wait a couple of weeks and play Cyberpunk again and play DLC.
Yeah,
and it's pretty much a whole new game because they are already adding a whole bunch of new stuff.
I was like, oh, new stuff. And they're like, also, we revamped the entire
all the perks.
what's the stuff cybernetics. Jesus Christ!
All the
did
cybernetics
and I was like,
are redone. All the perks are
entirely
redone. There's a whole new perk tier tree that is like, okay.
Oh.
Slight Baldur's Gate spoiler. Cyberpunk now has your the tadpole perk tree
nice.
with the relic.
Oh, that's really fucking cool.
So
That's cool.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Good.
It's both in your brain.
Yeah.
And it's just like a second tree.
Shuriken Sean asks, question for Craig. Do you
Yeah.
have thoughts on the Starfield Mantis helmet looking like the mask of life from Bionicle?
Oh, it kind of does.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
we still won't give
Mantis
it that.
outfit is the one I'm using. I hate the helmet.
I hate the helmet.
Oh, I was just going to look that up.
the
I just-
clothing
You're
is
either
okay.
you're either a gamer that plays with helmets or not. I mean,
Yeah.
you're one or the other.
But you kind of need a helmet
games,
in
helmets are
Starfield.
ugly.
You need helmets in Starfield. Otherwise,
Is it an option to like take it off?
if there's no atmosphere, you're gonna die.
This
You need to have a helmet.
This fucking game.
God damn it.
There's
You can be a
literally
character
lots of.
creator and then go, I gotta have a helmet or I'll die.
Well, I will say technically what it is there is. It kind of sets
You need a
us-
helmet to breathe.
Yeah.
You take a bullet in that fucking rubber suit you wear.
There's
That's katana.
there's three kind of outfits that it does. There's like a general like casual wear, like when you're walking around cities.
Yeah.
That's what you can. So that's
The Mass Effect casual wear.
yes.
Yeah,
It's very much Mass Effect casual kind of feeling.
Day in the life of a true Starfield geezer. Wake up, put on my helmet,
Get lost in my
get
ship.
lost in my ship. I get my starsuit gets nicked. I run out of air. I die.
Yeah.
I get caught by
There was a
seventh
wall
ladder.
that was placed in the middle of my starship. I had to go up a ladder. I died.
I got lost and I started death.
It's just oxygen depleting. You're in your ship.
There is the full suit.
Yeah.
The full space suit is what they're called. And then like when you're in places that have like an atmosphere or like a breathable whatever. So in your starship, or if you're like out in the wilderness kind of thing.
Yeah.
Of like planets that actually have like oxygen.
Yeah.
Then you will be wearing your spacesuit armor thing, but then they'll take off your helmet.
Oh.
So
Well.
What do you think of that?
bald.
Yeah,
I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Everyone I know has shown you that.
Yes.
I think Larry
They did.
added someone that had posted that and was like, Shadowheart will haunt us forever.
Hello, y'all. It's Colleen, by the way. Who
Oh, hi,
put that.
Colleen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello, y'all. My question is for Spencer. Spencer,
hi.
do you think we'll be seeing you DM a campaign or one shot anytime soon on the channel? No pressure. Just curious to see what your DM style is like. Also, Kraid Zabinga.
Zabine?
Oh, hell yeah.
Now, little Zabinga for you.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No, she is.
Soon? Is the question?
Probably not soon.
After Descent, actually, yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Yep.
Probably not soon, because that
yeah,
game's
Descent's
probably
going to
going to
20.
level 20.
That's what.
Yeah.
I was talking about that with Mia, and I was like, this
I don't
one's
know
got
if
a
that's
20. What is it like Sunder 2.0? This is going to be so
It is.
fucking long.
Yeah,
I was like,
it is.
Sunder was
I'm-
very long.
after Spelljammer and that, I'll probably not play a D&D game ever again.
Never again. Done. Done.
old.
I did it. I checked off every box.
It'll be the end of my life. I'll be
I'm
tucked
like,
in my coffin.
5-year plan,
Yeah.
financial independency,
Yeah.
finish Baldur's Gate campaign.
I'm thinking about Strixhaven going to 22 because there's stuff I really want to do after you guys.
22.
No, to just
20. Yeah.
it's Fallout system now. Yeah, 22.
22.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a TikTok.
We're going into prestige levels.
Yeah, there was a TikTok I watched last night. These two guys doing playing a video game of a Ouija board, and they were like, "How many pickles can you put in your ass?" And it goes to 9, and they go 9 into 1. They go 91 to 0, 910. And the people in the comments were like, "That's how he died."
Oh, pickles.
I will say though, which I feel like we know the obvious answer, but if you had the choice, of course, it's all your vibe, it's all your
Yeah.
fucking thing. What do you want to do? No pressure. But if you had to, would you just do something new, or would you run a module something? Because I feel like we know the answer, but I want to know what.
I have
what
an
you vibe
idea
for.
for my own thing,
Yeah?
but I think maybe something small, and then
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool.
Don't do what I did.
I did.
Don't decide to run a 5-year campaign for the first time on stream.
Let's
This will go.
I'll just run my finger along all these books and then pick one. I think.
Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny,
Except for you,
Yeah.
you know who you are.
Spencer's told me some ideas that she does.
For audio
have,
listeners, I
and
think
it
she
is
pointed to Ghost of Saltmarsh.
so fucking
Except
yeah,
for-
Saltmarsh.
Except
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah,
Like
not you
Saltmarsh.
either.
Except for the book I
not you
wrote.
either.
Yeah, screw that. That's a horrible book.
Saltmarsh.
No one should get it.
I did.
Guys, I'm running Saltmarsh. Crunchbite010 asks, I've not played the game, but many people have stated that the game should be played almost to the opposite of Skyrim, where there's an emphasis on interactions with NPCs rather than exploration. How do you feel about this? I feel like we just said the opposite, which is that the point of the game should be exploration over interaction with NPCs.
I don't know. I haven't been like super drawn into the interaction with NPCs. So
Whip on him. Happy Wolf asks, I am not entirely sold on Starfield. From what I've seen, it feels like a inferior version of Skyrim in space. Where's
We may should have started with questions.
it's a little bit of a dunk episode.
little bit Starfield dunk. What are some things you could mention about the game for people who are on the fence? Change my mind. Tyler's like, I'm not going to.
I think we've talked about enough
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I think
yeah.
if any of you guys are still on the fence, I'm surprised.
Just save your money. Play
Yeah,
something
wait,
else.
wait.
I
a
would
couple
say
weeks until it
if
gets a
you
patch or
want
something. That'd be good.
if you want to play it, don't. I'm not trying to dissuade you. I still say try the game, play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not super interested in it, then I honestly I do agree. I don't think it's as strong of an entry as Skyrim or Fallout is.
Yeah. Francois Anderson asked, is it Skyrim, but like in space? Can you be a stealth archer? Can you be a stealth archer?
It's a valid question. 'Cause that's what I want
Archer, I don't think so because I don't think that there's any
No
bows.
skeletons, no bows.
As far as I found,
Wait.
stealth. I guess it's
It's kind of hard to stealth when you're trying to snipe a guy on the other dune.
yeah.
You're already kind of stealth.
You never know.
I haven't played as a stealth character in this game, so it's not
Wait.
like. Oh, I should mention because this is one thing I did want to talk about, but I forgot about it until now. The perk system is a little funky. Mm-hmm. So
There's a perk system?
there's a perk system.
Wow.
So you get different. Some of the perks are super basic and just like your health increases by 10%.
God damn it, Bethesda, stop!
But there are other ones that like unlock things, or like there's the gymnast perk that lets you do like a power slide.
Oh,
That's kinda
It's
cool.
not
That's
very,
cool.
except the power slide. I feel like it's like 2 feet. I'm like, what?
it's more like a,
Just a slide.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not really
But,
power slide.
Power.
More just like a little kind of just trip.
So
Get up really fast.
So each perk actually has 4 levels to it. So it's think kind of similar to the Fallout 4 perk system, except instead of like being like lines like just straight, there is no special. You don't put things into a special. But like there are like categories, and there's like 3 level, like 3. Actually, no. It's like 4 perks per level, and the more points you put into a certain category, you get higher the next level of perk tiers.
Okay.
And each perk has like 4 levels to it. But in order to unlock being able to put a skill point into that perk, you have to complete a challenge of some sort, and each one's different. So like,
I don't hate that.
yes, I don't hate it either, but sometimes it's annoying as heck.
Okay.
So like, there is the crafting ones, for instance.
Yeah.
The crafting perk you mod weapons is how you, or your spacesuit, whatever.
Yeah.
Because they're actually 2 different perks.
Right.
And like the first one, you like mod a weapon 5 times.
Okay.
By the end, it's like mod a weapon 30 times.
Okay. All right. That's a bit
And it's
much.
like, okay, that's hello.
And then you're just doing it just to do it. You're not,
Yes, you are doing it just to do it by the
that's-
end.
That has a good idea.
Some
but-
of them are like fun. Like with the gymnastics one, it's take 100 fall damage, and
That's
then you level up, and it's like, okay, and then now your fall damage is reduced, and now take some more fall damage because you're like getting better.
There's a cool idea in there. That's
Yes.
just, it can be a bit tedious, which is
I think, and that's the hard part.
right. Panda's no longer classified as an endangered species. Asks, which of Tyler's characters has your favorite hat? That's a good question. That's a good question. Lelia never had a hat.
Nope, Leah did not have
She's
a
had
hat.
a bird.
Beard.
Yeah. Bird.
Not all of my characters have hats, just a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, don't stop, please. We need more hats, all right? Okay, the hats are great.
Hats give a lot of character.
They sure do. Exactly.
I think Rena has the best hat.
I think
Yeah.
Might not be my
Rena-
favorite, but she has the best.
I think Rena does have a good hat. I see China's is okay. But that feather, I have beef with that feather because,
Yeah.
because I had to fuck with it on the overlay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fucking hate this feather.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's Dawn's. I love Dawn's little hat. Dawn's hat's cute.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like Rena's hat.
Yeah, Rena, it's just a
I
good
think
hat.
Stick's jealous of that.
A big
steal a hat?
wizard hat. It'll never compare to Baron's big
No.
fucking
Yeah. I've hat dominance on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just someone just makes a character that is a
That is
hat.
the funniest fucking thing that you just pulled up and be like, I used to look like Sans. Now I have a big hat and I'm old. That's so awesome. Oh, fuck. You just looked like a grandpa. It was great.
Yeah.
But with the fucking enormous hat.
I wanted one.
Just one
Uh,
hat.
They're the only and
Atlantic
last
never
wizard I
had a
ever
hat.
play, so I figured I would get it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
And that was the first
That's actually
character I played on the channel.
well. It was
It's only like half my characters.
the
on the
reason. Yeah. If Atlantica did have a hat, she wouldn't have been possessed as much because the hat blocks that.
Yeah.
yes.
And Atlantica was her brain was just open to influence.
Yes, all the influence.
The amount of times you got fucking like dominated.
I'm
and
like,
charmed in
okay,
that game.
I'm out of the game for a little
I
bit.
killed my friends.
I stabbed.
And it was all
Vincent for
always
the
no, it
billionth
was
time.
always poor Kyria again. Just like
Yeah, I guess I'm
Where's-
stabbing Kyria.
No,
again.
it was
the little girl.
Poor Kyria.
Oh, she's stabbing me in the
No, it was
back.
not all poor Kyria. It was Colton being like, I'll get her. Don't worry. I'm fine. Don't worry, Kyria and Vincent. I'm okay. I'll hold her down.
That's his own fault.
Yeah, exactly. Grand XVB asks, Craig, in honor of the 10-year anniversary this week, I suggest you listen to Kiss Land album by The Weeknd. And for
Oh.
Spencer, I think you'd really like Mitski.
Oh, I do like Mitski.
Already done.
I like to cry sometimes.
Riley asks, what's your favorite word of power so far? So far? Just in general? They haven't released any new words of power lately. So, I mean, they got
feel like I
kill,
saw one
heal,
recently.
stun,
Pain.
pain.
Pain's
I like
the
that
hardest.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pain's the
I
hardest
think pain's
one.
actually, pain's pretty good.
Is it power word love?
Wait,
I thought there was
when
one
you said
recently.
words of power, I was like Fusoda.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, that actually might more be it. Yeah.
Tor Sul is my favorite.
Oh, I like the one that I like. Oh, Daving, because that's just the dragon's name.
This is the dude's
You
name.
just say his name really loud, and
Yes.
he's like, "Hello."
Yeah.
I like the one where you have to be really quick because of the bug where the Greybeard doesn't. He goes flying off the He just goes. He's like, Havin! And he's just fucking gone. I like the one where you shoot fire.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I love fucking Fusoda. That was
Classic.
fucking
That's what I
hell
call
of
our
fun.
cat. sometimes.
Yeah, Fus.
The one where you see like living creatures is a very
Oh,
useful
that one's
one.
awesome.
That's
That
a very,
one's amazing.
Except it like has a weird bug that's still in the game today as it was back when it came out in 2011.
Why'd they take out the one where the giants send you to space? That was the funniest goddamn thing I ever seen, and they removed it, and it makes me mad.
Well, instead you can just use I forget the name of it.
The mod?
The one where you could see living creatures and just have Draugr eyes instead. It just gives you Draugr eyes.
Hell yeah, it should.
That's kind of
And
cool.
it just becomes permanent.
Yep.
It's
Fuck yeah.
it's really hard to get rid of. No one. I've tried for because my character got it, and I tried for hours and hours, probably a good 15 hours to try and get rid of it, and it did not work.
You just gotta have those blue eyes.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
You can make him temporarily go away by using the console to change your sex.
Oh, it's like,
You can just be.
It literally the command is sex change. No spaces.
no spaces.
One, please.
And then it
Music
goes
playing in the background, and it's just na 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 na, and it comes back in, and you're just like, I'm trans. and what's her fucking name? I almost said Lilia. It's
Lydia?
Lydia. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lydia's just like, okay. I will always be your ally.
I'm sworn to carry
I
your
was going to say,
burdens.
I'm sworn
Slay
to
them.
carry your
She's like,
burdens.
slay, but I'm sworn to carry them. Yeah. Doesn't matter what you got. I have to carry
Sworn
this
to
bullshit. I
carry
have to
your
this
burdens.
90 fucking dragon bones you won't get rid of. You're never going to make armor again. Just sell them.
I remember the first time I played Lydia, and she died, and I don't know where she went.
That's most companions.
Oh no, actually, I thought that was it. I thought she died, but I couldn't get a new companion. And I was just like, was my character just that attached to Lydia?
Yes.
And then I found out she was in fucking. She was just stuck in a dungeon.
She said,
somewhere.
"Wait," and then
I was
you
like, "Where
left
the
her.
fuck are you?" She was just hanging out where you get where you go to the burrow, and it's got what's her name had put the note in the thing. You know, you walk. You go,
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
that's
I know
the one where you're supposed to get the horn of Jorgen Windcaller.
Yes,
right?
thank you. Yes, the horn of Jorgen
I
Windcaller.
literally played this like 3 months ago. So.
Yeah. And instead of the horn, it's the note.
It's a note.
She was just stuck in there for
Okay.
months, and I was like, I guess there's no more companions. Oh, she's get out of there! What do you mean drinking cave wall? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I feel like even in like a vanilla Skyrim playthrough, console commands are your friend.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
you have to make sure that it doesn't lock your achievements.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate while Marceline was taking a nap, and I walked around for probably like 15 minutes, and I was like, where's Asterion?
Yeah.
Where is he? I had previously jumped down to grab like stuff that was in a chest, and
Yeah.
everyone came with me.
Except for Saren.
And then
Wasn't strong enough to get back
he
up.
wasn't strong enough
Mother
to jump
help.
back up. I was like, where's my little
And
baby?
he's doing the thing where he stands in it, and he's like this. He's like, that's what he always does for me. He's just like,
him and Shadowheart were just hanging out in a cave.
Nothing's worse than going, where the fuck are you? I look over, it's ungrouped, and I'm like, I click on it, and it goes black, and it loads, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, how long ago?
I had I think it was Will fell off of the elevator to
In the gauntlet?
in the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
slapped.
he like I started the elevator too quickly and he just like whooped on. Got knocked unconscious. Didn't immediately die though. Got knocked unconscious. Stabilized. And then I couldn't reach him to get him up, so he just got stuck there.
He's just laying there.
Yeah. I can't reach you. I can't switch to you and do anything.
The blade of
You're stuck
frontiers
there.
is falling. My life
Baby
alert
boy.
You're just stuck there. That's not. I think what I did is I used the No, I think I did try and teleport, and he was still stuck there. So I think I loaded like a save that was thankfully it was only like
There you go.
2 minutes before, but
That
still.
happened with me and when I fought the Act 2 spoilers for Baldur's Gate if you want to skip ahead. The Orthon and he did that explosive shot and Gale flew all the way over here and then I died and then Shadowheart died and Astarion was the only one alive and so he kills him and then I would go over to Gale who stabilized but like literally like platform, no wall here and here, and then platform, and then distant platform down here, and then there's nowhere else. He was here and went like that, and then stabilized. I'm like, how the fuck do I get to you? And I like throw him a potion from like 100 feet away, and then he got up and casted fly, and then came out. It's so fucking funny. God damn it. Yeah. What is the first line you hear in Starfield, though? Is it, hey, you're finally awake? Or is it like,
Hey,
No.
miner.
you better keep mining that thing over there?
It's closer to that.
Hey, you, keep mining that thing.
From what I remember, it's like they're getting prepped to go down into a mine.
Could
That's
you
what
imagine
it
if
is.
Skyrim started like that? Are you ready to go into the mines? We need to get some iron to make a pickaxe so that we can get a diamond sword, Dragonborn. Make a diamond sword. And then we will go to Whiterun and give the diamond sword to Balgruuf, Jarl Balgruuf. And you go to Jarl Balgruuf, and he has the same voice. And he's like, thank you for the diamond sword, Dragonborn. Now go to the Greybeards who need you to...
To go to the nether.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know the first guy you talk to, hey, you're finally awake, is also Balgruuf. You go to him, and he's just like, I am 50% of the NPCs in this game.
That's what he says.
It's like Liam O'Brien.
And then there's that one guy
Yeah.
who's like, who's always saying random shit, and he sounds like this. He's like, I don't give a fuck about if you're a Greymane or a
There is.
anyways.
There's at least 5 voice actors in Starfield.
Oh, at least 5.
At least 5.
Yeah, nice.
Actually, I think that there are more voice actors
You know what?
in past
In Baldur's
ones.
Gate 3, there are so many. That's what I noticed. But the other thing I did notice, they do reuse a lot of the same faces sometimes. But a thing I've noticed is they don't reuse your face that you pick. Because when I was playing as Jace, I never saw my face. But I kept seeing that face that looks like Jack. You know the one?
Yeah.
I always saw that one. And then when I played a character who had Jack's face, never saw it. And I was like, does it change? Do they just go
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
no, that one's not there.
They take that one out of the rotation.
That's
maybe.
fucking smart.
Yeah, and so then you're unique kind of thing. even though it's not
Dragonborn,
actually
you
unique.
look like 50% of the NPCs here in Skyrim. I can't tell any of you apart, except for the fact that take Lydia. That way I'll know that you're somebody. Oh, fuck.
Is that it? Are we done?
Trouble?
What?
Let me guess. Somebody stole your sweet roll. He didn't know that
Oh, great.
that the NPCs in Skyrim, when you're fighting them, they'll go, "You won't." He thought it was lying. They totally do that.
they
go,
taunt. They
I don't know if I ever
You
said
won't.
that.
It's funny.
If I did,
It's the
I don't know if I
funniest
ever made
thing.
that
That's
much of a
why I
stand.
quote it all the time because there's somebody they'll be like, "Never should have come here," and then they'll also say like they'll be like, "That's I don't really know that one." They say never should have come here, and and then also you won't. Like they like wait, and they're like you won't, and then you're like, and their body goes and flies away. Oh goddamn! All right, fucking take me back to Helgen.